Well, hello, how are you? Today I'm going to propose you an activity about poetry, alright? We're going to do this activity with 6th graders, alright? So that's children around 11, 12 years old. Why? Well, because this activity deals with Christmas presents, with Santa Claus, the Three Wise Men, and usually 6th graders don't believe in Santa Claus or in the Three Wise Men any longer. They don't believe in them anymore. So it's just to stay in the safe side, okay? Because we don't want to ruin the magic for anybody. So that's why we are working with 6th graders, and we are planning for a class of around 20 students. All right? If there were more students, you would just need more time because we are going to read each student's poem. They are going to write a poem, and we are going to read aloud each student's poem. So the more students, the more time you will need. As we are thinking for 20 students, I think the activity can be easily scheduled for 60 minutes, alright? 60. We have the students, we have the age group, and we have the time for the activity. Now let's see the aims of the activity, the goals. We have 4 big goals for this activity. The first of them is to develop pleasure for reading, alright? We just want to have them writing poems so they can enjoy reading poems later. The second objective would be to learn vocabulary, okay? That's our second goal. Then the third one would be increase creativity, alright? They are going to produce their own poems, and in that way they always are increasing, they are improving their creativity. And then the fourth goal, which is the most important of them all for this activity, would be to become aware of inequality and poverty, alright? This is our main goal for this activity, to get the children thinking about inequality and poverty. To do this activity, we need just some few materials, really few of them. First of all, some print copies of some images that I will show you later. The images are already on Pinterest. I post them on Pinterest. So in case we are working with computers, we can also use the digital world. But just considering that we don't have computers, let's print the images and we will have them in paper. We would also need some synonyms dictionaries so the children can work with them while writing their poems. And then we would also, of course, need papers and pens for everybody, but usually every child will have his or her own paper and pen. Okay, that's all the material we need. As you see, it's just some few. The procedure. Okay, we're going to divide this activity in 5 easy steps. Alright, 5 steps. First step would be write a list of gifts or wishes for Christmas. So every child will write a list of presents they want for Christmas. Okay, it's like a letter to the Three Wise Men or to Santa Claus, but in a list form. So they write every gift or present they would like to have for Christmas. We are going to give the children 5 minutes to do this. Alright, then we will ask them to choose just one gift from their list. Just one, alright? Why? Because they are going to write a poem called If I Could Ask for Just One Thing. So they have to choose just one gift. And we're going to give them another 5 minutes to choose a gift from their list. Alright? Look the list carefully and pick just one gift. Then the third step of the activity would be choose an image from the collection I'm going to show them. Okay, I will show you just in a moment, and listen to an example I'm going to give them. I will read them an example of a poem I have written myself to show them what I want. All right. So the pictures would be these ones. Okay, they're all pictures taken from Storyboard. Of course, you could use all the pictures. These pictures are just supposed to be inspiring for the children, alright? We know it's easier to start writing if you have like some drawing or picture to inspire you and you don't have to face the just blank paper. So it's easier for them to start writing. And then the idea is that they will write their poem on the paper, okay, on the same sheet they have the picture on the picture, so we will have like a postcard. Let me show you the example. First, The poem I'm gonna read out to them as an example is this one. It says, "If I could ask for just one thing, a funny book would not that be. My old rag shoes shall warm my feet for one more year if I can read." Okay? So that's my poem. I know it's not really good, but it's the best I can do. I'm not a poet anymore. So that's my poem, and this is what I would do with it. Okay? So just write my poem on the picture. Alright? I have picked this picture, I have written my poem here, so I have like a postcard. This is the postcard we would send to Santa Claus or to the Three Wise Men. So this will be like our letter for this year, asking for just one gift, the thing we want the most. Alright? Afterwards, when we finish the activity, we will hang all the postcards with all the poems around the class, okay, on the walls, so they can see the postcards and read the poem once again after the activity, and they will have them like for a week or something like that, so they can read the poems as many times as they want. Alright, so that's what they have to do. We're going to give them 15 minutes to write their poems on the pictures, right? When they have finished this, we go into the fourth step, and they are going to read the poems aloud. Okay, every child will read his poem. We are going to give this 20 minutes because we are thinking in a group of 20 students. So 1 minute for each poem, I think is good enough, right? And then we still have 15 more minutes to complete the 60-minute session. And during these 15 minutes, we're going to face the most important part of the activity from my point of view. Okay, I will read them a poem from Cat Smith, and from this poem, parting from this poem, we're going to start a debate about poverty and inequality. Okay, let me read you the poem so you can know what I'm talking about. The poem is called Dear Santa Claus by Cat Smith. Dear Santa Claus, please don't work too hard this year. We don't need toys for little boys. All we need is cash. This isn't one of the years from the past. Please just let me start again. Dear Santa Claus, please don't work too hard this year. We don't need toys for little boys. All we need is cash. This isn't one of the years from the past. Please just give us cash. Dad won't be home. He works 4 jobs. He doesn't live here anyway. All we need is heat and food to eat. Please don't work too hard this year. Don't clean out Mommy's pocketbook. Don't steal our meals away. Please, Mr. Santa Claus, don't work so hard this year. My brother needs shoes and I need socks, and we need to stay away from the cardboard box Mommy says we will be living in. So please, Mr. Santa Claus, don't work too hard this year. I don't need a phone to call my friends on. All I need is care. So please, Mr. Santa Claus, don't work too hard this year. Okay? So, from this poem, we would start a debate around 3 main questions. The first question would be, do you really need all the gifts you listed at first? Okay? With this question, I'm trying to get the children thinking about how many things we usually ask for and how many things we have, and if we need all of those things. Then the second question will be, can every children in the world have all the gifts they would like to have? Obviously, the answer to that question is not. And if not, why can't they have all these gifts, right? So in this case, the question is meant to have the students thinking about inequality, about how we have so many things, and there are children all over the world who have so few things. And then the third question would be, what could you do to help these children to have their Christmas gifts? Okay, what can you do to help these children to have their presents? Alright? And that will be it. The assessment for this activity would be obviously not focused on the poems, because we are not really measuring their ability as poets, but we would consider how they have involved in the activity, how hard have they worked during the activity. Okay, if they have been just clowning around, or they have been focused, they have been thinking, or they have been using the synonyms dictionary. So that will be it. That's an easy activity. I think it's gonna be a fun activity, and I'm pretty sure the students will love to read their own poems and their mates' poems. That's all. Bye.